Good morning, everyone. It's another beautiful day at Oswego Speedway. It's currently
a little drizzle.
Yeah, it's like misting, drizzling. I think it's 8:30. Cloudy. But today's the big day.
Got moved out of our house.
Yeah.
Walking in to go to the driver's meeting. And then get the car ready for the feature.
Yeah, I'm gonna go finish up my video. Put us that up. We got a truck behind us. We're in the mud. Oh well. So yeah, this is Super Dirt Week. Stay tuned.
Ryan White, Jimmy Horton, Jimmy Horton, Jimmy Horton, Rich Scaglione.
Next to the left of the table, we'll take the top 6 for finish on this, left of the table.
So it looks like we're already on a 1-hour delay because of this beautiful weather we're having. But I have to tell you guys, the drivers' meeting was hysterical. I get it, it's mandatory for the drivers to have to be at the drivers' meeting, so they have to do a check-in. They're literally calling each driver, they pick their hand up. If they're here, they're here. If not, you get penalized. It was pretty amusing. Felt like I was in the 8th grade all over again.
Like going around that curve that gives you your speed. Oh. And I need to make sure that I keep that speed past the sign.
There's a hole, so you gotta beat it.
The video is up, posted, out there. Now I'm just gonna look for some preferably hot cocoa, cappuccino, kind of cold, just kind of cold. So the busted yolk just came in clutch. However, they did not have cappuccino, French vanilla, or hot chocolate because I'm not a coffee drinker. They did, however, have tea. It's warm. I'll take it.
Probably not bad.
Spots anymore because I don't follow series, you know? I'm like, all it takes is to get the flight there.
You know what's funny is walking around, someone asks for a t-shirt, and I'm like, yeah, you know, what size do you want? And I asked them, like, well, what t-shirt do you want? And they say, mine. And I look at them, I'm like, you sure you want my t-shirt? Still blows my mind that I even have t-shirts, let alone people want them. So, still pretty cool.
Bowler!
I haven't seen him yet.
Bowler's here.
Take my glasses.
This is, unfortunately, it's business as usual for these guys. But he's a veteran. He's been to the Super Dirt Week before. Doing up the back a couple different ways there.
Probably worth a lot of money.
Some shoes that don't leak. He knows what we're thinking. He's heading down. He just found the concession stand.
Yes, dear.
I got a souvenir from the house.
So, middle of the autograph session going on right now. Mike says, hey, come over here, I got something for you. Alright. This was in his uniform. This little ball thing. And it was in the dryer. He was using this in the dryer with his suit at the house we were Airbnb-ing. Well, I hope she's not going to miss it. And if she does, I hope she doesn't charge us. How does he not notice this is in his suit? officially assign your road pit spots. Yeah, I just thought you'd like to know. This is one of the things that I don't like about these big shows. That we were here, what, 8:30, driver's meeting was 9 o'clock for the modifieds, and it's 1:30. I'm guaranteeing you, we will not be hitting the track, or at least loading the pit carts onto the track no sooner than 3 o'clock. So it's a big hurry up and wait kind of day. So we're all standing around looking at each other, twiddling our thumbs, probably overthinking and overanalyzing just about everything we could possibly do for this feature. So I'm ready.
Somebody comes along you don't like, wipe the carburetor off.
On the books, when they come back to burning green flag.
It is officially cold out, but in other news, got my new jacket on. It's about time! We roll off 41st? 40th. I think we roll off 40th. I really probably should have double checked that before I started talking to you guys, but you know what? It's second to last. We'll be fine. So we're gonna have opening ceremonies. Guys are getting their pit stall ready. Ready to rock and roll.
Don't count them. We talk about some of the experience in this field. 2 guys up on the front row, they were the fastest.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
Now they're talking to my ear. I'm running around trying to find out who's pitting when, what they change, and basically the tire wear, because this is a tire game. Tire game. Took a turn I didn't see happening, which is awesome, you know, that's what it's all about. Larry White won. So congratulations to Larry. First time, huge, emotional, pretty exciting to say the least. Of course I have to say, I give the 98H crew a tip of the hat because they gambled, they tried. Unfortunately it didn't work out. They led the entire race. And we're gonna try and go 200 laps without pitting. 4 laps to go. Hi! Are you taping us? Yes! 4 freaking laps to go. And he had to pit for fuel. 4 laps to go. Complete heartbreak for those guys. I feel bad. That is a tough pill to swallow. What else? Mike, however, Mike did great. The entire team did a fantastic job. Came from, again, I'm still forgetting, I'm pretty sure he came from 40th. Good night, dear. Pretty sure he came from 40th. Still trying to find my trailer now. Came from 40th, got 12. And we were basically like a provisional, you know. I'm extremely happy. I mean, I'm sure people would be like 12th, whatever, but it's a strategy game, you know. When to pit, when to get fuel, when to get tires, what to put on. Oh, and extremely hats off to Mike. That was his spotter. Like, he did a phenomenal job telling him car on top, car on the bottom, car, you know, bumper, how far of a car length he had. I'm stumbling now because I'm happy, you know. The way the weekend was going, I didn't think there was any hope, but they did a great job. You know, he got 12th. I will say, you know, I thought for sure Friesen was coming for Larry White, but he ended up getting second, and Larry just had the car at the right place at the right time. So again, hats off to Larry and the entire 99L team. Friesen got second, Peter Britt got third. We got 12. Heck yeah, I'll take it.
We started 40th. And we had a long ways to go. Worked pretty hard to stay in the lead lap early. And then started actually making some ground, got some track position when other people were pitting, and then I think we decided to pit on lap 70 and put a right rear on. And with that tire, we set some of our fastest laps of the race. We were pretty quick, and then we ended up thinking, based off of last year, that we would pit again later on, and we did, and came out pretty deep, but I don't know, you know, in the 20s or so, and worked our way up to 12th at the end. I think a lot more than that happened during the race, but it's pretty hard to describe it all in a 200 lapper, so you would have had to been there.
You're right. So, I mean, considering the way the week's kind of not started, but I would say yesterday, Friday, my days are mixed up. But considering how it went, the finish is pretty dang
Well,
good.
a quick recap would be we showed up, had a fast car, and broke in the heat race. Had to start in the last chance qualifier, and got hooked on somebody's shock tower in that, and had to go to the rear and missed it by 1 spot, and then got put in on a provisional for a fastest qualifier that didn't make the race, and started last and finished 12th, so that isn't really a bad deal. This is the hotel. It's a nice lavender or something.
Yeah, it's very pretty. And it's the only semi-clean blank background we could come up with, because I waited until 3 to 4 hours after the race to get the race recap.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. So, anywho.
I come last.
Whatever. At least we're getting it done. Everyone wants it. So, considering the week, it was hectic. It was definitely not the most normal Super Dirt week ever, but we managed. We survived.
we had different conditions this week compared to last year, weather-wise and everything, and it affected the track. We still had a racy track, and there was good racing all the time that we got to get on the track, and they got it all in, so we really had a good time.
Yeah.
It was worthwhile. You know, what if the weather would have cooperated a little better, I think everybody would have been a little less worn out, but all in all, good week.
Oh, back up again.
Always worried about the height.
Well, this is what it would look like if I weren't on my tippy toes. Can you?
No, it takes that, like this.
Okay.
That.
Okay. All right. Lighting. It is what it is. So, I'm sad that it's over, but extremely happy that it's over. So, on to the next race.
I'm not happy it's over. I'm excited. As soon as I got out of the car from that race, I was ready to keep going.
I'm sure you were.
I wish, the first year was supposed to be a 300 lapper because it's a shorter track than the mile. And I think
that.
both years I was wishing it was a 300 lapper.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't. So, anyways, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us last couple days.
Come back next time.
Yep. See ya.